I remember Earth Day 1970 and planting trees at my high school. They're still there, I've seen them, very tall now, and it makes me feel good. And I remember the Earth Days in between. It's easy to love the earth in spring when everything is beautiful and the promise of easy life is ahead. But this year's been a little different. And I've noticed myself, and I've heard from many friends, that we've had to change our approach and have to learn to love other things about the earth, like viruses. And it made me think that there's a gift in that too, because it strengthens what our love for the earth is and our resolve to live with all of it and keep it as best we can. I know that I have been able to garden because I've been home more, and so I wanted to share a poem that the pandemic has allowed me the time to write as my love letter to the earth. It's called the Credo of the Garden. I believe in the power of gardens, in the way they do so much by doing so little. They do not know their gardens, you see, until we tell them, by bringing seeds, displacing whatever the land was already doing before we arrived. We too didn't know we were seeds, didn't know we were displacing what the world was doing before we arrived. We map out our patch and bring seeds to the garden, our contribution, we think. But even those belong as ultimately to the earth as we do. Our time in the garden is but a rearranging of earth's own gifts upon herself, and only for a season. We are never in control of the time of earth or the weather of ourselves. Oh, we try. We tend, we weed, we water. But gardens can wither from such hoeing and scratching of our wills against what earth's beautiful life wants. Most gardens are patient, though, guiding our will to accept the gift, which is not to will at all, but to listen and watch and receive and grow. Sometimes it works, and we quieten and breathe and become real. Other times we're too much in our separateness. No matter. After the garden has given us all it can under the circumstances, it rests, refuses at last to comply with any entreaties but its own. The seeds have sprouted, bloomed, brought forth beauty and food, and finally seeds again, dropping back into earth. We call this winter, or fallowness, or barrenness, but we're wrong. It is the small cultivated patch returning to its infinite wild roots.